here. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, and I need to go to the code again and change the variable name into something that makes more sense. So I will call it button show order. Okay, so basically right now I have a desktop application with the components that I need, but of course they do nothing for now. Okay, I will close the application and I start some programming. We will start by adding an event handler for the show order button, and to do that I will right click the button and I will go to the event submenu and choose from it action performed under the action submenu. Okay, this will create this method for me, and all you have to do is to write the code that you need that will handle that click. So I will get rid of that and we'll start some programming. Let us think about what we need. First of all, I need some variables. Variables are usually containers of data and information. So for example, a string variable will hold a string. A numeric variable like an integer or double or a float will hold numeric data. So I will start by thinking about the variables that I need. Okay, remember that I have a product, I have a price, I have a quantity. When I make an order, the subtotal is the multiplication of the price times quantity, and I need to keep track of the total, so I need to add subtotals together to get the grand total. Okay, so basically I will go and create a variable, a global variable right here after I created my class. Okay, so this is the simple desktop view. So I will create here a private variable, and it's of the double type, and I will call it total. You can use double or you can use float as you like. I will say here this is equal to 0, so I initialize it to 0. You see that as we type, NetBeans give us some hints and errors and suggestions, also warnings. For example, this total right here is an unused variable, so we can see that it's highlighted and pointed out that it is not used. I will also create another global variable here, private string, and I will call it my order, and this is initialized to simply empty string. Okay, that's it for now. I will go again to my button event handler and I will start writing some code in here. First of all, I need to get what the user is entering inside the text field. So if you take a look here to the left, you will see that you have some components, and these are the different components or members available on your main panel. So if you take a look, you will find that you have the TXTs, the LBL, the buttons, and so on. So we will start with the TXT product. This is a JText field. As you notice also, when you put the mouse over it, you get a hint on what this member is all about and if it has any additional information about it. So I will go ahead and start a local variable here, and I will call it product. Okay, so this is the actual product, and I will collect information from my text field. Remember, the name of the text field was what? TXT, and we called it product. I will use the dot operator that will give me access to its members. Since it's a JText field, then I have available method called get text. Okay, and as you see here, it's highlighted, so I will go ahead and hit enter, and this will give me the text that is available in this text field. The next thing is to get the price, and if you remember that we're using another text field called txt price, so I will use a double and I will call it price, and this would be equal to whatever I'm getting from the txt price. However, I will be getting a string, so I have to actually convert it or parse it into a double, and to do that I will use the parse double. So I will say double dot parse. As you see, you already get the method that is available, parse double. If you hit enter, it will actually give you the full method, and since it takes a string, it will try to find an available string, which it assumed it's product, but it's not. So what I will do, I will type in here the name of the text field, which is txt price, but I also need to get from that the text. Okay, and right now I got my price. Next, I will need my quantity, which is an integer, so I will use an int type. The variable, I will call it QTY, short for quantity, which is equal to what I'm trying to do is something similar to the price, so I will say integer, this is the wrapper class, dot parse, and it has, as you see, the parse int, and in it, instead of having product, I will say txt qty dot, again, get text and semicolon. So right now I collected the user input, the product, the price, and the quantity. Still, I did nothing with that. So the next step is to try and to get the total or the subtotal, which is equal to the price times quantity. If we go up here, we notice that we created the total. This is the grand total, and we created a string called my order, and we will use them shortly. For now, I will create another double, and I will call it subtotal. This is equal to the price times the quantity.